Hi, I'm Maryjo with Fourth Dimension Healing in Stillwater, Minnesota, and I'm also the director of the Center for Crystal and Healing Studies, which is my online school where I offer a variety of courses in Reiki, energy healing, and crystal healing. So take a look at the links below this video to see if there's a course that may be of interest to you. Today I want to take just a couple of minutes to talk with you about a stone that is very transformational, very calming, and very supportive of shifts that take place within our lives. The stone I want to talk with you about is blue kyanite, and here is an example of blue kyanite. This is a piece that I work with in my healing practice. I have been working with blue kyanite for many, many years, and I have found it to be a stone that, while it does resonate with storm element, which is all about transformation and change, it does so in a way that is very calming. And so a lot of times when we are going through transformation and shifts in our lives, it's not always particularly comfortable. And I found that blue kyanite is a stone that can be very supportive and calming while we're moving through that process. So as I mentioned, here is a piece that I work with in my practice. This is a little polished piece of blue kyanite. Blue kyanite is an aluminum silicate. It has a really interesting hardness factor. When we take a look at the hardness on the Mohs hardness scale, if we take a look at its hardness as it runs with the axis of the formation of the crystal, it's going to have about a hardness of 4.5. However, if we take a look at the hardness as a cross section, so to speak, across that formational growth plate or growth pattern, it's about 6 or 7. So it is a fairly soft stone. It has the ability to be actually pretty friable. So it's typically not one you're going to find tumbled into a piece where you can put it inside a pocket. It could be that working with a piece like this, you could slip it inside a cage. It could be that you have blue kyanite that is shaped into pieces of jewelry if you want to wear it. However, it's not going to be a stone that you're going to find shaped into little beads that you're going to wear around a beaded bracelet like some of the other ones that I often am wearing that you might notice. So here is an example, I think, good representation of the blue kyanite. It often will have almost like a fan-like presentation, and these striations are very, very helpful as we're connecting heaven and earth energies. One of the things you'll notice is that kyanite tends to present in flat, elongated pieces. So they are wonderful for laying perhaps on a part of your body. They don't tend to roll around very much. They also make actually very natural wands for healing purposes. And a wand, I do have other videos that I talk about how to work with crystal and gemstone wands, is a formation of a stone, either naturally or artificially shaped, with a point that is a little bit narrower than the other end, and it's very directional. So it's either we direct the energy away or we direct the energy into a particular body part. It could be a chakra, could be that you're working with blue kyanite as part of a healing grid. And I wanted to show you an example. Here is, you can see, pretty thin, natural little wand, natural blade of blue kyanite. If you wanted to work with this, you just determine which end do you want to be kind of more of that pointing directional end, and which point do you want to be more of the receiving end. So I'll set that back. Sometimes you're going to find kyanite showing up in more of, it's not a true cluster, but it's almost like a clustered effect of the various ways that the stone was formed. These I'm showing you now, these are examples of what I have available through my online shop. You can always give me a call or text me or chat through my website if you'd like more information about what I have available. Here is another example where we have that blade presentation, and we also have a little bit of an accumulation of the material. These sorts of presentations are really great for having as a display, again, working with a crystal grid. If you are really moving through some transformational times in your life, perhaps having this near your bedside table could be an example of where you can bring the healing properties of the kyanite into your energy field. Here is an example of one of the flatter pieces I have. Again, great to be able to rest. Perhaps you're laying down and you want to rest it right on your brow chakra or on your heart chakra, or maybe it's your solar plexus chakra. So again, lots of different ways that you can work with the transformational storm element properties that this stone presents and offers, and at the same time having that ability to do so very gently and from a very calm place. So take a look at the links below this video. You can go out to my online shop and learn more about kyanite. You can take a peek at what kyanite, blue kyanite I have available that you may be interested in. Let me know if you have questions. I look forward to helping answer them for you. For now, I simply wish you many blessings. Be well.